just talk about what to invest. How about that? You know, it's like how to get started.
But this is not financial advice.
All your money.
What?
This is not financial advice. Put all your money. Get out of gold. If you're going to hold gold, you're better off holding tuna. Get yourself some tuna fish.
Okay. It's like...
You got to have gold for a catastrophe. And then picture the guy carrying around a sack full of gold. He's starving to death. You're better off carrying cans of tuna.
What, you can't eat gold?
Can't build a house and can't wipe your ass with it. Get out of gold.
Tomorrow. Hold on.
What? What time?
11.
Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome to Crypto Talk. On the computer, we have been talking for the last 4 episodes to the man himself,
Whalebone from Whalebone Intergalactic Cafe Banco. Did I say that right?
You said it right.
There you go. And this is Mike. And backstage we got Dar, the Night Rider.
Dar, the Night Rider. So one of the things that everybody has trouble with coming into this is you're trying to build wealth. You're trying to create accounts. You're trying to save money. It's like you want to be able to retire, right? You can't take out a loan to retire, so
right.
You better invest your money to retire. Well, I haven't made it to $1 million yet.
Not even close. And
nice.
It's like, the only one person that I know, that I literally know, because I just met him, has made $1 million, and that's Whalebone. So Whalebone, if you're starting, what should you start off with? I mean, come on, you started this. What did you start off with?
Well, strangely enough, I started off mining. So I started off with a cash investment in computer hardware, and then that turned into an amount of coin that I held for years, and then sold for more and more and more coin. And along the way, I took bits of cash and converted it into crypto. So you really can't go wrong. Some people actually do invest credit money into crypto, end up paying off the credit borrow, and then walking away with extra cash and even more to invest. If you really want to make money in crypto, the biggest thing you can do is decrease your cost of living. Because when you're talking about 1,000% gains, what's the cost of that candy bar that you're eating or that extra bag of popcorn? All those little incidentals that are just a few dollars or a few cents here and there, those can literally add up to hundreds of thousands of dollars in potential gains that you could have invested in crypto. So when you really get into crypto, it actually gets harder and harder to spend money.
Well, that's the thing. You're absolutely right. What you just said is absolutely right. When I started, I was like, I'm just going to throw $1,000 into this. And then I was kind of like, well, how can I throw extra money into this without making, myself get into I got to tell you, every time I spend $1, I think I can put It's like every time I spend $1, I think, man, I could put this dollar into some crypto. Or I can buy something with this that's going to make me money. If it doesn't make me money, I don't want to buy it anymore.
Isn't that a great lesson?
Oh, no, it's amazing. It's like, I got to tell you, I've been more motivated the last month and a half about making money than I have been the last 7 years.
This is the proof that one of the things that's wrong with America, whatever you want to say, is it's our currency. It's hard to get excited about working for a dead ass dollar that's worth a fraction at most of what it's printed or what it says it's worth. And for when people really start to understand crypto it changes the way that you exist in the world. It's a completely different way to value your existence and to value your net worth. I know that sounds a little wild for folks if you're just getting into crypto, and I don't mean to turn you off, but you really are in for a great experience if you haven't bought your first bit of crypto. And once you do, there's no going back. And once you start spending it and really using the technology, not just holding it, but actually using it to create your own digital assets or to charge people for your services, when you start deploying cryptocurrency on your behalf and replacing your financial institution and getting paid dividends to do it, you'll just begin to understand what we're on the tip of, and that is a revolution of prosperity through the internet. They talk about the internet being the great spread of information. This is the spread of prosperity because it's a different way to money.
Well, it also leads back to this right now is kind of like the dot-com boom in the 90s. I mean, except, there's going to be some coins that are going to survive and there's going to be some that don't. But at the end, it's going to be whatever you're in love with, there's a good chance that's going to survive. Because if it makes sense, it's going to last. If it doesn't make sense, it's not going to last. Even though, someone did Dogecoin, but hey, it's like...
I think it's interesting that you mentioned Dogecoin. I think Dogecoin could be a huge sleeper in 2018, especially because I've heard even the developer was talking smack on it. I think that's either intentional and he plans on getting back in, or it's sour grapes because he's working at Adobe when he could be a Dogecoin millionaire. I feel bad for him if he's working for Adobe when he could be sitting on billions of Dogecoin. He was saying, "Oh, this is a sign of the cryptocurrency bubble because Dogecoin was just a joke." But it's no laughing matter. These are technological instruments that are autonomous for the most part, and they're being deployed, and they have been for years. So the value of these coins is, let's be honest, the way that we factor the value, it is a little hypothetical. Is a $1 trillion cryptocurrency economy really liquid? Or is it really liquid at about 500 billion? I mean, it's hard to say, but a lot of these coins, especially the coins that have high level of issuance and low daily volume, those coins, if they make it to the top of the list, they actually put out some bad info. They pump the data. Like, to me, I think Ripple pumps the value of crypto a little bit much. Any coin that has a really high issuance and anything less than 20%, if the volume is less than 20% of market cap, is that coin really solvent? Is that really liquid? It begs that question. So some of these coins are overvalued, but we're looking at kind of an expansive 2018 most likely.
Yeah.
Just so everybody's understanding, what is the story with this Dogecoin? I see it's not even worth a penny right now. We're looking at it's worth 0.8 of a penny.
Well, anytime you dismiss a coin because of its value, you really need to make sure you know how many units there are. And the reason Dogecoin is so low in incremental value is because there's so many coins in existence.
It's 112 billion.
What's the sour grapes of one of the co-founders that...
It's not sour grapes. He made this as a joke.
Dogecoin was a hoax.
Well, I don't think it... I mean, you can say that, but ultimately it got... I mean, if the developer could have... He did make it as a joke. But the reality is coins become the network, and they are their own network. They become much bigger than the developers. And I burned Doge for Doge Party Coin. You know me and digital assets, and there was somebody who there was a group of people called Humans. Their name was awful. Worst name in crypto, and quite frankly, the worst developer group in crypto. I'd love to talk to them face to face because they let Doge Party drop. They dropped it hard. And they said it was because of the Doge, the parameters around Doge that Counterparty wouldn't run on top of it. And I think they just gave up on the project. That's why I like Memetic and Kekdak so much, because it is an implementation of Counterparty on another coin that's also proof of stake. That's the only issue with with Dogecoin, is that it's not proof of stake. It's a proof of work coin. But here's the thing. Imagine if Doge did a fork and they adopted the Lightning Network, or they adopted masternode technologies. They could very easily deploy a brand new Doge that everybody underestimates, but then they drop some real new dog crypto on us, and then Dogecoin is gonna go through the roof. And who knows? Maybe Humint will come back with Doge Party. I don't know, but I never count a coin down, especially a meme coin. Never count a meme coin out, because meme coins, that literally is the spirit animal, the Shinu Ibu. That is a spirit animal on the internet. It's a very powerful beast. Gotta respect the dough. But I don't have any. I used to mine it, and I burned it all for Doge Party. Oh well. Sour grapes.
You burned all the Doge. Like, you can't get once you burn the coin, it's gone.
I made Dogecoin a little more scarce. I forget how many, maybe 220 million. I forget. It wasn't that much, but I got a lot. I had a lot of Doge Party, and I was really excited about it. I issued lots of assets. I made bounties. I did a lot of stuff with it, and then all of a sudden it stopped working. That was Humint. But Humint, even though I will say this, Humint had, even though Humint is my most despised developer team of all cryptocurrencies, I will say they also had the most attractive team member.
Do tell.
I forget her name though. I honestly, I forget her name, and the website's down. But it was, yeah.
And they were called humans, like humans.
Like for people like me, like old school altcoin script miners, when we hear the ICO names, if you mention a coin name and you don't say it's an ICO, we already know it's an ICO, because the name is, it's just a weird spelling of a word like cedar or I can't think. Cardano is such a weird name. There's just all those weird named coins. They're all Ethereum ICOs, and that was Humint. And I really don't know. I don't understand it. I think it was an amalgamation of human and mint, like currency mint. So it's a Humint. But I never always thought it was. Are you looking for it?
Yeah.
If it's out there, I'll be amazed. And it's taken down. They're an absolute embarrassment to crypto.
So why are we talking about them then?
Because of Doge?
Yeah, Doge. They were. I mean, Doge Party was a very interesting project. I will say that. I got to give it to them. When they came out with that, it really was an evolution in cryptocurrency, because they were cloning a SHA-256 counterparty. That was the first implementation of a clone, and they picked Doge Party. But that's how you know it was no longer a joke. I mean, Doge Party wouldn't have been created if they were taking it less than serious. And I'm pretty sure the original developer was also consulting Humint. So at some point, they were fully supporting the project seriously, and for them to drop it halfway through, it's sort of, that's just why they're not real crypto. Real crypto, we buy the coins that are dying. We buy them up and hold them, because the blockchain keeps on going, and you can't stop it. I have some funny old coins
Where's the
that I'll connect to, and they keep on going.
that brings a great question, or a great point up, Whalebone. It's in the crypto space, it's more technology than it is currency. So just like in a coin that, like, where's the practical application for a dead coin coming back to life and producing real world value for you?
Well, if you're looking to create your own financial network, you either have to create your own coin or create your own token, or you could actually just go to an exchange with a whole bunch of money and buy up a majority number of the units of a coin that's already been produced. And any blockchain, in theory, any functioning blockchain has the equivalent market cap value of Bitcoin. Arguably, it could have, any altcoin could have the same market cap as Bitcoin. And when that happens, that'll be called the flippening. That's where some coin overtakes Bitcoin in market cap value. Now, you can only put so much weight on the market cap value. Even if Ethereum's market cap surpassed Bitcoin tomorrow, it doesn't mean that Bitcoin couldn't come back the next week. And I believe that what we're going to see all throughout 2018 and perhaps the rest of the crypto world is people moving money back and forth between those top 10 coins. And they'll move, one week they'll be on Bitcoin, the next week it'll be on Ethereum, and it may even be predictable. The money movements could be predictable. And no matter where you fit in the psychology of a market, no matter where you fit, you're going to play a strategic role in the evolution of that coin. And the overall trend is up, although at key times the trend will be down. And it's important that coins go through a down phase. If they're always up, it's no bueno. People need to buy in as well. People have to continue to adopt the coin. So it's actually good for people who own a bulk of the coin to suppress the value and to pump the value of the coin down, even though we may lose temporarily our initial investment. There's an overall synergy of adding more and more people, more and more adopters to any one coin economy.
So Cardano is part of Ethereum? I thought it was.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I thought.
Am I wrong?
I thought Cardano was the guy that one of the developers from Ethereum. He just took off on his own to make it better.
I could be wrong. Oh boy, please correct me on that.
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's like I get bits and pieces here and there. It's what I read sometimes, and then I don't know where I read it. So I thought Cardano was its own blockchain.
You could be right about that. I honestly don't know enough about it because like I said, I typically don't grab those top coins. And I'll be honest, ever since I heard the name Cardano, I'm that picky. I'll just pick a coin because of the name. I know that sounds ridiculous, but
hey, it's like it's obviously worked.
And you're right about that. You're right about that. It's not Ethereum. Oh boy, I think I made a mistake. I probably would have been interested in it had I known it was on its own.
Yeah. And this one would have been great to get in at an ICO. I think I think Cardano will do well this year, but I got to be honest. It's like I just need to find like that one coin that's going to be magical, right?
Yeah,
that one coin. God,
what?
had I not okay, I sell art as well, and in the art gallery where my buddy was at, we were sharing the space with a vape shop, that sold the liquids for the vapes. And there was a Bitcoin machine there. And I'm talking about 2 years ago. There was like one of those ATM Bitcoins.
Yeah.
I remember that one day I show up, it's not there. I'm moving art around. All of a sudden I leave. The next day I come back and there's this machine there. And it says Bitcoin on it. And this must have been like 2 years ago. And I look at it and I'm like, what is that? And he goes, oh, that's a Bitcoin ATM. I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't think about it. Didn't bother doing anything. I turned to him and I'm like, hey man, I don't know if I really like this machine in here. Everybody that walks in looks pretty sketchy. You know, and we got thousands of dollars worth of art here. And this is really sketchy. And he goes, yeah, I don't know what it is. It's like, but obviously it's paying part of the rent, so leave it alone. I was like, okay. And then now I kick myself that I didn't do a little bit more investigating. Just a little bit more investigating. Just a little bit more. Had I just like looked into it, I would have been like, fuck, I can throw a couple bucks into that. I'm such an asshole.
The truth is, everybody has that story, and everybody has a delay. You know, the people who made the most money on Bitcoin were actually internet poker players, because they were the first ones to use it for an actual purpose, and it allowed them to continue gambling on the internet outside of the loophole because they weren't gambling in U.S. dollars. They were trading in Bitcoins. What the heck is that? But that's where the Bitcoins really gain their value as an alternative currency. So, yeah, you'll beat yourself up on that kind of stuff. And the only thing I would say is that the coins that are in the top 10 right now, for them to be magical, like really, really magical, they're going to have to go up a lot.
Well, and that's the thing. I don't see that. Like, I don't see Ripple going over $3.
I think it will. I don't like Ripple. I don't touch Ripple with a 10-foot pole. I think it has bad karma. I think I'm pretty sure, I can't prove this, but I'm pretty sure a Japanese bank called Sunbank used Ripple to buy Boston Dynamics from Google's Alphabet. Did you track that one?
No.
Remember Boston Dynamics? They make the robot dogs. They were sold to a Japanese investment bank. I'm pretty sure it's called SunTrust or Sunbank. And Ripple is very big in Japan. I wouldn't be surprised if Ripple funding, or Ripple gains, I should say, if Ripple gains paid for a portion of that acquisition. So Ripple is, for people like me, original altcoin miners, we do not consider Ripple to be real cryptocurrency. Ethereum is more real crypto than Ripple, but even to us, Ethereum is not real crypto because they
Ethereum's
rolled back
not
the
real
blockchain.
Crypto. I didn't interrupt you. I'm sorry, Ethan. Ethereum's not real crypto, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to get in trouble. I know you're an Ethereum holder, and I have family that hold Ethereum, and I've had Ethereum, and I'll probably have it again. But I have much more joy when I have Ethereum Classic. There's just a feeling of exuberance that you don't get
Because of the fork.
when you, yeah. And it's $40.
Explain the fork. What does a fork mean?
The fork will be the next one.